You won't believe that a 71-year-old man passed away in his sleep, seemingly perfectly healthy just the day before. But did you know that certain bedtime habits can silently jeopardize your health, especially after turning 70? In this video, we'll uncover these dangerous habits and show you how to protect your health starting tonight. Imagine this. It's a quiet evening, and you've just finished a hearty dinner. The day was busy, but now it's time to relax and wind down. You might think it's harmless to have a late-night snack or a heavy meal right before going to bed. After all, it's just food, right? But for people over the age of 70, this seemingly harmless habit could be putting your health at serious risk, often without you even realizing it. As we age, our bodies change in many ways. One of the most significant changes is how we process food. When we're younger, it's easy to enjoy a big meal before bed and fall asleep without any problems. But after 70, our metabolism slows down, and our digestive systems don't work as efficiently as they used to. Eating a heavy meal too late at night can interfere with this process, leading to disruptions in sleep, increased risk of heart problems, and even more serious health complications. So, what exactly happens when you eat right before bed? Instead of your body focusing on deep restorative sleep, it's working overtime to digest your meal. Your stomach produces more acid, your intestines are busy breaking down food, and your heart rate stays elevated when it should be slowing down. This chain of events keeps you in a lighter, more restless state of sleep, increasing the chances of problems like heartburn, acid reflux, or even a heart attack or stroke while you sleep. Imagine enjoying a big plate of pasta or a greasy burger right before bed. It may seem like a satisfying meal, but as you lie down to sleep, your body struggles to keep stomach acid where it belongs. It can creep up into your esophagus, causing discomfort, coughing, or even choking sensations that jolt you awake in the middle of the night. Over time, chronic acid reflux can weaken the muscles in your throat, making you more vulnerable to aspiration pneumonia, a potentially deadly lung infection. But that's not all. For people who have diabetes or are at risk of it, eating too late at night can spike blood sugar levels. This makes it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar while you sleep, putting you at a higher risk of developing metabolic disorders and heart disease. So, what can you do instead? The best advice is to finish your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to digest the food properly before you lie down to sleep. If you feel hungry before bed, opt for a light, easy-to-digest snack like a handful of nuts, a small piece of fruit, or a cup of warm herbal tea. These choices won't overburden your digestive system and can even promote better sleep. By making this simple change in your evening routine, you can significantly reduce the risk of nighttime health issues, improve your sleep quality, and ensure your body gets the rest it truly needs to stay healthy and strong. We've all heard how important it is to stay hydrated, and for good reason. Proper hydration plays a critical role in your health, but when it comes to drinking liquids before bedtime, there's a fine line. For those over the age of 70, drinking too much liquid before bed can have serious consequences that go beyond just waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. It can increase your risk of falls, disrupt your sleep cycle, and even lead to cognitive decline over time. Let's talk about why this happens. As you age, your bladder becomes less efficient at holding urine for long periods. The muscles weaken, and your kidneys continue to filter fluids at night, which makes your body more sensitive to even small amounts of liquid. If you drink a large glass of water, tea, or juice before bed, your chances of waking up during the night with an urgent need to go to the bathroom rise significantly. While this might seem like a minor inconvenience, the consequences can be much more serious than you think. Picture this. It's the middle of the night, and you suddenly wake up with a full bladder. You try to get out of bed quickly, but because your blood pressure hasn't had time to adjust, you experience something called postural hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you stand up. This can cause dizziness, lightheadedness, and even fainting. Unfortunately, this is one of the most common causes of dangerous nighttime falls in seniors, leading to serious injuries like fractures or head trauma. Frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia, doesn't just increase your risk of falls, it also disrupts your sleep cycle. Every time you wake up and turn on the light, your brain gets tricked into thinking it's morning, which interferes with the natural production of melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep. Over time, poor sleep quality can weaken your immune system, raise blood pressure, and even contribute to cognitive decline. Studies have shown that seniors who frequently wake up at night have a higher risk of developing dementia and other memory-related conditions due to long-term sleep disruption. So, what's the solution? Hydration is still important, but it's all about timing. Try adjusting when you drink fluids. Consume the majority of your liquids earlier in the day and taper off by late afternoon. If you feel thirsty in the evening, take small sips instead of drinking an entire glass of water all at once. If you're someone who drinks caffeinated beverages like coffee or tea in the late afternoon, be mindful that caffeine acts as a diuretic, increasing urine production and making the problem worse. It's also important to pay attention to hidden sources of liquid in your diet. Foods like soups, fruits with high water content, and even some medications can contribute to fluid retention, increasing the likelihood of waking up during the night. By making small but intentional adjustments to your fluid intake, you can improve your sleep quality, reduce your risk of nighttime falls, and better support your overall health. We've all experienced the cozy feeling of being wrapped up in a warm blanket in a comfy, inviting room. It's the perfect environment to settle in for a good night's sleep, right? But if you're over 70, sleeping in a room that's too warm may actually be silently putting your health at risk, and you might not even realize it. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at regulating temperature. The ability to sweat and release heat declines, making it easier for your body temperature to rise too high, especially at night when you're asleep. When your body overheats, it forces your heart to work harder to cool you down, which places unnecessary strain on your cardiovascular system. This is especially concerning for seniors with existing heart conditions, high blood pressure, or circulation problems. Think about it. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling sweaty, restless, or even slightly out of breath? That's your body struggling to regulate heat. Research shows that sleeping in a room that's too warm can increase the risk of dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. Mild dehydration at night can thicken your blood, making it more prone to clots, which significantly increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes, particularly for older adults. Now, consider the example of Frank, a 74-year-old retiree who enjoys reading in bed before turning in for the night. He keeps his bedroom at a cozy 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius, and piles on thick blankets to stay warm. But night after night, Frank finds himself tossing and turning, waking up drenched in sweat, and feeling groggy the next morning. What Frank doesn't realize is that his warm sleeping environment is interfering with his body's natural sleep cycle. His body is struggling to reach the deep, restorative stages of sleep that are essential for overall health. A cooler room, on the other hand, promotes better sleep by encouraging the body to naturally lower its core temperature. This process is essential for achieving deep sleep, which is crucial for memory consolidation, immune system function, and overall longevity. Studies show that seniors who sleep in a cooler environment report waking up feeling more refreshed, energized, and mentally sharp. So, what's the ideal temperature for sleep? Experts recommend keeping your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, for optimal sleep quality. If that feels too cold, try layering with breathable cotton blankets instead of heavy synthetic ones, which trap heat. Wearing light, moisture-wicking sleepwear can also help regulate body temperature throughout the night. Another simple trick is to open a window for fresh air or use a small fan to keep air circulating. Not only does this help cool down your room, but it also improves air quality, reducing the risk of respiratory issues that can disturb your sleep. By making a small adjustment to your sleep environment, you can significantly reduce the risk of cardiovascular strain, improve your sleep quality, and wake up feeling better rested without the dangers of overheating. Most of us don't give much thought to the way we sleep. We simply find a comfortable position and fall asleep, assuming that as long as we feel fine, it doesn't matter. But after the age of 70, the position you sleep in can have a much greater impact on your health than you might think. The wrong sleeping position can lead to breathing problems, poor circulation, and even increase the risk of serious conditions like heart failure or stroke. What's worse is that many seniors unknowingly sleep in ways that put unnecessary strain on their bodies every single night. Here's why it matters. As we age, our bodies naturally experience changes in muscle tone, lung function, and circulation. Lying in the wrong position for hours at a time can restrict airflow, reduce oxygen levels, and put pressure on key blood vessels, making it harder for your body to function properly during sleep. Over time, this can contribute to everything from snoring and sleep apnea to more serious health conditions like nighttime heart strain. For example, sleeping flat on your back may seem like a comfortable position, but for many seniors, it can be one of the riskiest. When you lie on your back, gravity causes your tongue and soft tissues in your throat to relax and fall backward, partially blocking your airway. This can lead to obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. Many people don't even realize they have sleep apnea, but it can significantly increase the risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even sudden cardiac arrest. Consider Robert, a 76-year-old who always slept on his back. His wife noticed that he would occasionally stop breathing for a few seconds at night before gasping for air. At first, he brushed it off, thinking it was just a normal part of aging. But over time, Robert started waking up feeling exhausted, with headaches and trouble concentrating during the day. When he finally spoke to his doctor, he discovered that his sleeping position was contributing to undiagnosed sleep apnea, which was putting a strain on his heart every single night. But even if you don't have sleep apnea, sleeping in the wrong position can still negatively affect circulation. For example, sleeping on your right side can put extra pressure on the heart, making it harder for blood to circulate efficiently. This is particularly concerning for seniors with heart conditions, as it can contribute to fluid buildup in the lungs and legs, leading to a condition called congestive heart failure over time. So, what's the best sleeping position after 70? Experts recommend sleeping on your left side whenever possible. This position helps improve circulation, allows the heart to pump more efficiently, and even aids digestion, especially for people prone to acid reflux or heartburn. Sleeping on your left side prevents stomach acid from creeping up into the throat, reducing discomfort and improving sleep quality. If you find it difficult to stay on your side while sleeping, try using a body pillow to keep yourself from rolling onto your back. Elevating your head slightly with a supportive pillow can also help keep your airways open and reduce the risk of breathing disruptions. For those who experience joint pain or stiffness, placing a pillow between your knees can help maintain spinal alignment and reduce pressure on your lower back. By making this simple adjustment to your sleeping position, you can have a profound impact on your overall health. Ensuring that your body is in an optimal position for circulation, breathing, and heart function can reduce the risk of nighttime health complications and help you wake up feeling more refreshed, energized, and ready for the day ahead. In this video, we've covered 4 bedtime habits that might seem harmless, but can actually put your health at risk after 70. From eating too late at night to drinking too many fluids before bed, from keeping your room too warm to sleeping in the wrong position, each of these habits can silently affect your heart, sleep quality, and overall well-being. The good news is, these risks aren't set in stone. By making small adjustments to your nighttime routine, you can improve your sleep, lower your risk of serious health issues, and wake up feeling stronger and more refreshed every morning. Take a moment to reflect on your own bedtime routine. Do you recognize any of these habits in your own life? Do you find yourself waking up frequently at night? Have you ever felt restless or overheated while sleeping? Maybe you've been sleeping on your back for years without realizing the impact it has on your health. Whatever the case may be, awareness is the first step toward making positive changes. So, here's my challenge to you. Tonight, try adjusting just one of these habits and see how it affects your sleep. Perhaps you'll eat your last meal a little earlier, lower your thermostat, or shift to your left side while sleeping. Even one small change can make a big difference over time. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know what you learned today and how you plan to incorporate it into your life. Your feedback helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires you.